You are standing in a field, no power lines overhead, no water bill arriving next month, no landlord. The number in your bank account is not the point anymore. $150,000 is what it costs to build this. You are going to spend years finding out if it was worth it. You are 28 years old and you are tired. The utility bill is on the counter. The rent is late again. Level 1. The dream. You open a browser tab. You type 3 words, off-grid living. Search interest for that phrase has climbed 211% in recent years. You are not alone in this. 1.7 billion people live off-grid because they were never connected. You want to do it on purpose. That is different. You start with YouTube channels, then forums, then land listings. The dream is cheap. The land is not. The Back to the Land movement pulled over 1 million people into the countryside in the 1970s alone. They had the same look in their eyes. Henry David Thoreau built a cabin at Walden Pond in 1845. He wanted to live deliberately. You tell yourself you want the same thing. You build a spreadsheet. You price land. You price solar. You price wells. The number keeps growing. $50,000 gets you a basic setup. $150,000 gets you comfort. You stare at that range for a long time. Level 2. The reckoning. The spreadsheet is not a plan. It is a warning. You choose to read it as a plan. Partial off-grid is the real starting point. Solar panels first. Municipal water still running. You ease in. That is the whole strategy. You find land in a rural county. Arizona, Missouri, Texas. The permit laws are friendlier there. You make calls. You visit once. You sign the papers. You drive home. The field is yours now. You have never built anything in your life. If you are enjoying this, a subscription goes a long way. All right, back to it. Level 3. The build. Shelter comes first. Not philosophically, biologically. Overnight without it, you are in danger. The cabin goes up slowly, every weekend, every saved dollar. Your hands change shape over the first 3 months. Water is next. The rule is shelter, then water, then food. Water kills you in days. You remember that. A 2,000 square foot roof collects 1,200 gallons from 1 inch of rain. You measure your roof twice before you believe that number. The water runs through sediment filters, then activated carbon, then UV sterilization. Clean is not a feeling. It is a sequence. The solar system goes in next, a 4 to 12 kilowatt array. Yours is 6, produces about 20 kilowatt hours on a good day. The panels will last 25 to 30 years. The break-even point is 5 to 9 years away. The math works. Eventually. Lithium iron phosphate batteries store the power. 3,000 to 5,000 charge cycles. 80 to 90% efficiency. That is the new standard. You wire everything yourself the second time. The first time, a licensed electrician fixes what you did. You do not mention that. By the end of year 1, the cabin is livable. Not comfortable. Livable. There is a difference, and you feel it every night. Level 4. The rhythm. You wake up when the light changes, not when an alarm fires. That takes 3 weeks to adjust to. The day is physical from the first hour. Wood to chop, water to check, animals to feed. The body builds without a gym. You plant a vegetable garden in the first spring. It fails twice before it does not. Composting takes a year to understand properly. Fruit trees go in by year 2. You know you will not eat from them for 3 to 5 years. You plant them anyway. The isolation arrives around week 6. Not loneliness. Something quieter than that. You notice the absence of background noise first. The cortisol data is clear. Less digital noise means lower stress hormones. The peace is measurable. It still catches you off guard. But the solitude cuts both directions. Some people do not come back from the quiet. You check on yourself regularly. That becomes a habit. You learn patience the hard way. Things move slowly here. Equipment fails on its own schedule. Seeds grow on theirs. Not yours. The mindset shift is not optional. You wanted instant results once. The land does not negotiate with that part of you. By year 2, you track electricity like you once tracked money. Watts per day. Reserves by morning. The awareness is always on. Water conservation is automatic by now. You stopped thinking about it. That is when you know the mindset has actually changed. The machine is running, not the one you left behind in the city. This one. Your systems, your cycles, your hands built it. Level 5. The mastery. You are 34 years old. You have not paid an electricity bill in 4 years. The chickens produce about 6 eggs a day for most of the year. You stopped buying eggs in year 2. You barely noticed. You raise pigs by year 3. Hundreds of pounds of pork stored on the property. You visit a restaurant twice in 4 years. The food system is closed now. Garden, compost, soil, harvest. Each feeding the next. Understanding this took years. Living it takes longer. You run a small business from the property. Satellite internet, a desk by the window. Your expenses are a fraction of what rent once cost. The off-grid housing market hit $2.27 billion in 2023. It is projected to reach $4.86 billion by 2032. You are not a trend, but the trend found you anyway. Search volume for off-grid living winter spiked 1,500%. The legal landscape is navigable. Most rural areas allow it. Permits required. Inspections required. You pass both. Most people do. You're about 50-50 with everyone who made this choice. Half out of desire, half out of economic necessity. Same field, different reasons. One of them lives on 11 acres. Solar power, well water, quail pens out back. Monthly costs a fraction of any city rent. They did not do it for philosophy. They did it for the math. The math worked. It still does. You do the math too. Utility bills at 0 for 4 years. The solar system still 6 years from full break even. You hold both truths. The body is different now. Cardiovascular, stronger. You did not design an exercise program. The land assigned one. The mind is different too. The agency, knowing you can provide, knowing the systems hold. That is not a feeling. That is a fact you built. Year 5. The question you get asked most, do you miss it? The city, the convenience, the connection. You think about it. You think about the utility bill on the counter. You think about the rent notice. You do not miss those. You miss the restaurant sometimes. You went twice in 4 years. Both times, the food tasted fine. The bill tasted different. The system is not perfect. A pump fails in February. The backup generator runs for 3 days. You fix it. You move on. Staying curious keeps you ahead of the failures. You read, you experiment. You learn what broke so the next version does not. The loop is closing. Shelter built, water secured, food grown, power stored. The system keeps moving forward without you needing to push it. You are 36 years old. The search result that started this is 5 years behind you. You do not think about it often. 250,000 households in the United States made the same choice. Some are still building, some already closed the loop. The question was, never can you afford to go off-grid. The question is whether you can afford to keep waiting. The field is still there. No power lines overhead, no bill arriving next month. The number that matters now is the years you have left to use it. You are 28 years old and you are tired. You do not have to stay that way. The field is real. The cost is real. The math is yours to run.